With Dia de los Muertos being this weekend, I figured this would be a great opportunity to talk about something we don't ever really talk about. And I bet most people haven't even thought about. And that's decolonizing grief and decolonizing death. Indigenous cultures all throughout the Western Hemisphere had very similar ceremonies and traditions as Dia de los Muertos. While the specific ways of doing things is more specific to Mesoamerica, the ideology was similar across the board. See, we never feared death because we had no concept of death in the way we think of death today. See, they teach us that death is final, that life is over. But in indigenous belief systems, life didn't end. Life continued on its journey, just in a different form, in your spirit form or your energy. A lot of people are conditioned to look at spirituality as an entity, but for indigenous people, spirituality was your connection to the earth, to all other life. And that connection comes through energy. Your spirit was your energy. And we know that energy can neither be destroyed nor created. So when we call our ancestors home, we're calling all of their energy back to us. This was a time to talk to your ancestors and receive guidance, self-reflect, understand your mistakes, understand their mistakes, and correct them. Because we understood that even though our physical bodies may have left, our energies, our spirits remained. It remained in the earth that we walked on. It remained in the trees, remained in the air we breathed. We didn't miss our loved ones when they transitioned in the same way we miss our loved ones now, because we always understood that their energy stayed with us no matter what. We understood that their bodies were just vessels that harnessed that energy until it was time to be released. We celebrated those lives lived. We knew that our ancestors' energy could be conjured up in a way that gave us strength. It's a very powerful energy when you can conjure up the strength of every single one of your ancestors. The entire family is there to celebrate the life because they are there as your support system. They tell stories and jokes. You reminisce about the good memories. Without you even realizing how much energy you're conjuring, your heart stops breaking because you can feel them and you know that they never actually left. See, they have us believing that once they're gone, and we should mourn and cry and sulk in sorrow, which actually keeps us from healing. And it gives a negative, fearful outlook towards death. They had to call it death because it caused fear. They had to make death seem final so that they can control. Tell you these actions get you into heaven and these actions get you into hell. They stole how you grieve and they stole how you healed. For all those out there trying to appropriate a sacred ceremony just because it's an open practice, just remember, if you don't know how to conjure that good energy from your ancestors, you may just harness the bad. And that is something you can't escape. When you do something with bad energy always returns. So, fuck around and find out if you want to. But for everybody else, this is a chance for you to heal. Take the time to get strength from your ancestors because it's needed.